Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Faceless Digest, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, in the last episode, we advanced to Act 2, and now we have also made the poem. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry, I kinda think Monica is behind what happened to Sayori. This might be a little bit strange, be least to keep my well. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the least to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you want to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Having off someone who keeps a manga collection in the closet. Monica and manga is literature. So if the fit Natsuki pops back into her seat, I'm sorry, we'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. Like I said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait a minute, like that. You don't really want to forget to say anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. If you don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like it. Well, as the vice president over there, I should help you get started. Valentin pulls out the book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up the book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. Even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how it is got since being so cute. She even picked up the book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that I'm in Salin, I expect money to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri says already buried in a book. I can't even notice her intense expression unless she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's around in the closet. Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for asking him from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than ever, she seems to be the very first few pages. Ah, crap, I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter distancing a little uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focusing, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... There's a book that you gave me, right? I want to read some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Oh, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Yeah, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon, I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyways? Well, I'll look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Makarov. There's almost looking nice on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. The people trapped there had decided to turn them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start beating people, cutting out their limbs and fixing them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book I'm in. Now the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You really sound like it was going to be a nice story. Ah, you're not a fan of this sort of thing. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive, and the eyes are completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's kind of the challenge to live horrible things happen just because I'm... But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyways. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Now let things, my whole body get... Saying something strange, please stop me if I start talking too much. Text feed. That's I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Okay, yes, I mean you don't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. Check the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I sleep in the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading company with someone, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I'm going to start the products to understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Okay, it's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. I do. I don't really mean to. Okay. Sorry, I mean... here this should work, right? Then I can consider and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, since there is one right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same. That way I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's having the word to Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Unless I saw Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. And then I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Said I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Cleaning the first chapter in silence, and so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. As she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not, really. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things that she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So now why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? You've been a little fidgety ever since you started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri put his hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine, I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up fast and rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? If yes, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I will leave you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Let's show it to Natsuki first. Okay, You're not going to take this club seriously and go home. What? Harsh? What is reason to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. But it's painful to think about. Okay, I kind of like it that I'm more assertive this time around. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of points for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly, I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Well, glad you learned something. Didn't say that from the August on here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, let's show it to Monica. Hi, having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear it. But since you if you ever have any suggestions for the club, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all little men today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem, great job. I was going all in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated it. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary symbolism, and sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that, but sometimes I get the impression that she just totally give up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really sorry for social interactions, so blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing, looking for a long time. Okay. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah, already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize, we still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, not very good. You sound pretty confident with someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Well, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. Panicked, it's right there, he's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. So what do you think? It's very, is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's kind of stuff that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of points have been putting emphasis on the timing. Important, like, and really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about this stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, specific poem, I try to make it perfect and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. And the way to think about this is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri. Yuri is the poem not size lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that a lot? Yuri first comes to mouth but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. It just meant Yuri chairs off and able to find an excuse. And the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Just that the specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers, and having improved that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up interest from the topic matter as they form fit together, and the result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. As Yuri finds a train of thought, the demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, as she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes down with practice and learning by example. And trying new things, also hope that everyone else in the club will give you valuable feedback. That's okay, can be a little bit biased though. Bias house, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure you are apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny, after all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining shit that have withstood the test of time, the last year to be surprised by sickening blue. Here of the future, I breathe calm breathing air of the present, believing in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I had such terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking of that while it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo, actually the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't glance over it after all, but remember the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Now, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Me too. Okay, phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my points can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly share sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks, yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and I liked it. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particular in spelling, which I haven't yet. And I liked my poem too, and even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to press a new member. Hey, that's not what you're stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I know. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew as big as soon as started showing up. That's okay, I'm sorry, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own securities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. Not to prove anything, to stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The good thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might catch yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, I bet you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let's hear everything you really think. Sure, he'll be head over heels for you after this. Sadly, as she just noticed I was standing here, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How'd I get dragged? It's not like a naughty, but whoever agreed with the first time, of course. Yuri. 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 Monika? Okay, that was weird. Hey, Tiffy, why don't we step aside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that, they really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others, you understand, right? Anyway, it makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine, I have to spend time with you instead. Runs out of the classroom. And runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. Yeah, what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. If yes, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri, we know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about this by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. She wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something here. It's not that, I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book. Just be asking you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding. Incongruent. Entropy. Climax. Intellectual. Destiny. Depression. Frightening. Covet. Eternity. Determination. Hopelessness. Essence. Heaven sent. Romance. Okay, fashion. Okay. Jumpy. Misery. Variance. Misfortune. It's time for the call meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Into the encounter, the usual thing greets me. Welcome back. And, hi, Yuri. Question about the weight of yesterday's coral still hangs in the air a little. Reading manga to desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this, not just me but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. You've only been here a couple of days. I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe you were just relaxed because it was the first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Now that you apologize, I know you really didn't mean it. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. Really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. You're gonna take her comments is dressing her? No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's something, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? That's okay, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promised I didn't mean any of the things I said. Do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the hell are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway. It helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Doki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Things open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. Didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. No, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyways? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Ahaha. It makes no sense though, you would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard this since I was practicing piano. Piano? That was the way you played music as well. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but it's still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. You should all play something for us sometime. Ah, that's Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles really. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. Yeah, that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. We don't have any of the three of us talk about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Tiff, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry, my heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she chooses a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks fast and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. Simply watch her moves. To my surprise, the way she moves really conscious of speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, she appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here, it won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time, she's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha, ha ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Kuh, a sharp inhale like someone sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? There we go. Okay, I'll need to actually censor this, so yeah. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you like a long tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Set the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making teas for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and is measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. He must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try to expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. Don't know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mainly because of my your posture, right? Always not sure overall that's while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Look for my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I guess it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups to the side. As you can see, we assumed the reading position we did last time. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sat closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because I now need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. We let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. She opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But there's a rest of his practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, take a chocolate candy, pop it into my mouth, then I take another chocolate, hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. DPS. So also grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Yeah, DPS. My heart. Heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ha. 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 It's time to share poems. Okay. So that was a little bit creepy. I don't mind it though. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Surprise question on face. Do you like it? If yes, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a great job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more of an imagery. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's amazing to feel like I'm valued. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. I sponge just holding it. On to 4, is that bad? I'm not being weird, right? Having heard that than usual, I got considering my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Idio, pičku materina. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dog ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, probable gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open waters in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devoting snakes, human eyes, a thread connecting already human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exceptional gearbox, a sky of exploding stats, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks for 40 times every time it ticks 1 second time, a bullhead of holy strokes, that to the existence of a dog ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time devoting prayer, connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bottle, breathing strip, breathing postal, breathing. This sounds like something that you would put into Midjourney or something. Hahaha, it doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of my backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay, what did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. I like where this is going. Well, let's actually show it to the little one. Yeah, just as I thought. Come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are we even in this club, honestly? While getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. It's such a stupid activity anyways. Look, I'm not in a good mood today and I just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Okay. That you weren't supposed to see. I want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Interesting. But the point is, you've kind of been in it, but I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that will probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. I'm not gonna spend time with you. Two people I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, I'm going to read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Say me the colors they want, bright, beautiful color, red, glitter, California, meaningless noise. This one is different. The colors they want, bright, beautiful colors, flashing up, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. Endless California, meaningless noise, the noise you won't stop. Violent, getting, sign constant tension, like playing on a chalkboard, like playing a knife or a breathing rib cage of man angles. Delete her. So I know it's kind of abstract, I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. If that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me, okay? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Would you like to read it? Yes. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how the feels. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left the moment of the occasion below. God damn. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. This about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we're doing anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since we started with some club activities. Okay, we still only have 4 members, and that festival is not a real chance to find more members. Well, so great, we already have enough to consider an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To aspire and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. It should go to a place where people can express themselves. Okay, it should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too, I know we all do, so that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. You know, something small, right? Ah. Oh, come on, you can't take advantage to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until I joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. He isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. You're present, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure we want to get more members too, right? I know, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. But I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did. But that doesn't mean that we were against getting new members or anything. Why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Stairs to her desk. What's the point of all this anyways? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? That there aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, TFS, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about the obnoxious brat? I mean, like, how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody cried if she killed herself. Okay. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make a decision that's right for the club. What about you? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeat the same question as Monica. I said giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing for everyone is to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. It's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see, I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each changing members, the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Saving out your comfort zone once in a while, so if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri, eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay. Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Tiffes before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Looks like a trouble, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I was realized it's the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? And I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. For me, Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know... Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, wait, not yet, no, stop it. Vertigo. Climax. Unstable. Tenacious. Dark. Horror. Inferno. Contamination. Depression, graveyard, analysis, death, lust, oh okay, Papa, Crimson, Judgment, Empty, Intellectual, Email, Bouncy, Grief, Hi, I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my bestie today. Monica, I told you not to. She really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, excuse me. But you always interrupt my conversation with your incessant yelling. What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. It's really that bad. It is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, you must have a lot of determination. Starting this club is not, well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki, we were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But now this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too and make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, if yes, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Tiff is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I already got him into literature? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here with a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she reaches a small water pitcher. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me, sits girl down. I simply, to my surprise, the way she moves really conscious of speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like this. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay, sorry for misunderstanding. Okay, it'll be another one of these. Okay, make sure you censor the next part. You're saving on Thekla, is something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I had to go look for her. Let's see, the most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. 7 seconds the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri. Yeah, there we go. Wait, how did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? It has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just that we start spending time together. I mean, there's a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself, my obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can control myself in society about something, so I just stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off, but recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. They can do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. The other is just me or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I'm feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. Finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here, just the two of us. Stay here till the club ends, and then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time, nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. Downstairs, but you understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometimes? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. Nothing to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other. Every day, that's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other, and now we get happy and in the patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me? Well, Yeah. That's gonna do it.